So yes, we're here at Queni Koi on the night shift. Down here tonight, a few other guys helping unbox and sort out and capture on film the new shipment of koi. Some will be going in here, I believe, in the quarantine area, and a few in a pond in the main sales area. Not sure exactly what to expect, other than maybe a little bit of carnage, because obviously the fish have been boxed up now for probably, I don't know, 20 odd hours, maybe 24 hours. So they're going to want some fresh water, they're going to want to get out of the bags, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. Try and capture as much as I can on video. No doubt I'll be roped into helping out unbag and unbox the fish. Not that I'm no expert, I'm probably better off not doing it, but you know, see how it goes. And just waiting for the delivery van to arrive. Hopefully soon, get the show on the road. So I'll be back in a bit when the van arrives with said fish. Catch you in a bit.
That is what it is, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Hello, Mike. All right.
How you doing, mate? All right.
Yeah, good.
Hello, all right. One up this side, 5, the other way, 1, 5.
So you got, yeah, so on the left you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this side you've got 6, 7, and then you've got D. Yeah? So whatever I shout is the one.
Stu. Happy days. Let me grab the other end.
Yeah, take.
There's a big Mukashi in there, look. Hi Paul.
Hi.
I can take one.
This is 3.
Can I have a small one?
Got a small one.
I'm only little.
This is small. That is 6.
More boxes. It's having me working. We're just getting them, taking them out, and then obviously putting them in the pond. Cut my finger as well, Mike don't even care. I'm sure where there's blame there's a claim. Let's see how we're doing. You get that one, Stu.
Well, mate.
You could have carried that big one. You on the tramadol now, lad? Yours. How do you know? That ain't yours, is it?
Did I forget?
Ah, bloody.
Just as Gary got there, quite a lot of water fish.
Shooting. Nice. Nice cracker. Show. I'm saying nice fish, but they're all nice fish. A couple of big uns. Mukashi, bit of a beast. Another one there. These. One hand.
Make it 2 man. Okay. Okay, Andrew.
Nice big shag. Not happy. Looking good for boxes. I'll do the last one. Is that a one-man box?
1 man box.
I'll get it.
Just slow mo on the go.
Big ones.
You're just taking the outer bag off.
Yeah. Just a single bag on there.
No, the double. Oh, so smooth, satisfying.
You recording?
Yeah.
Cool. So we have unloaded all of the boxes finally. 59 boxes in total. So the guys are just getting the top bags off, which allows the water to equalise in temperature a bit better, a bit quicker. Andy is doing something. Yeah. So these guys are on this side from Hero, 80 in there, same again there. Smaller 2-year-olds. There's 390 split between 3 ponds. This pond's quite sparse at the moment. This is just some Sekaguchi fish, shoas and pearl guinea and benegoit, and then we've got some Yugenji in here. Moving in to where all the mess is. That's what 59 boxes look like. And then Lee is sorting out the bigger stuff. Fish in here are Hero, Nisai, and then we've also got Marasai, 6-year-old. Couple of those. That one there, I think that's the big one.
Yeah.
That is 93 cm. Might not look it, but it is. So yeah. So we've got a bit of a clean up job in the morning. Just coming back through. So next thing, what we're doing is bowling the fish. Especially the bigger ones, just checking them over basically for bruises and damage and things like that. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. See you in a bit.
So yeah, the bags have got a thing in it.
Yeah, so this is Alfish, so it's like an ammonia binder. So obviously it helps them travel because they're in the air for a good 12 hours. Then they're in Amsterdam for a few hours. Then they're here for a few hours. So in total, you're looking at a good day and a half of travel. So
It wasn't that long, was it?
that's a big bag. That's the big bag.
And I presume they just don't stop feeding them, it's just...
No, yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah. So 99%.
So it would be like we do for a show here when they're bagged up and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obviously this time of year in Japan, the water's cold anyway, so they're not, they've been harvested, they're not being fed.
And some bags are frothier than others, I presume that's just...
Yeah, so
of
that
the...
there, I mean, it's a slightly bigger bag, but then it's just water quality at different dealers, different breeders. So like Yugenji's water is always pristine. It's always so good. which kind of shows on shipment nights, you know. So this is the Genji bag. That's from a different breeder. You can just see, you can see the difference in them. They're also stocking as well, you know, that's quite a big bag, there's only 4 fish in.
Yeah,
So
there's plenty of room, they've got a lot of water.
Yeah, they look pretty decent. And it's typically the bigger fish that get bashed around, you know.
Would you, how many, or if any, would you feel that are going to be damaged, or none, or do you get a few knocks?
You do get a few, oh, I can see some in here. You know, at the back you won't.
Oh yeah, just on his back end there.
See it on camera.
No. So you're just going to get minor ailments.
Yeah, I mean things like the small fish, they'll be popping scales out, just swimming and bashing into each other, you know.
What's your protocol for that? You just let them get on with it?
Yeah, well that's all you can really do. Obviously if anything does look infected or anything then you treat it, but first and foremost you just got to get them in happy, you know what I mean?
And then what do you do? Did you do a treatment in pond treatment?
Yeah, so they go into salt. Everything's
so are these salted now?
These are salted, yeah.
To 6.6?
Depends on breeders. So some do, like the Genji lot, they don't use masses of salt at their place, so the fish aren't necessarily used to it. So I can get away with using a lower salt. Whereas fish like Marasai next door, when they're harvested, they pretty much live in salt. You know what I mean? So you sometimes need to go a little bit higher.
Okay.
To make a difference.
And that's basically it then, just the salt.
Salt and then the pontochloramine teas as well.
And then temperature ramps, do you do that, or?
Yeah, so they settle in, they're at 15 at the moment, so they'll stay at that for a good week. And then we'll gradually increase that to 20, 22, 24. And then we'll cool everything down and repeat that twice.
And then, so they'll be for sale in what, 8, 10 weeks, is it something like that?
Everything's for sale now, apart from...
No, as in like take home probably,
yeah,
is what I mean.
Take home, 6 weeks, yeah, 6 to 8 weeks from now. Yeah.
So quite a thorough process, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously we've got another shipment next week. It's not as many fish, but more this kind of size.
50 cm sort of fish?
50, 60 cm this size.
So after they've been floated now, just a case of opening them up. Obviously you don't mix the water from the bag to the pond.
No, I mean obviously you're going to mix a tiny bit, you can't help that. But we get all the fish out into bowls, into clean water. Well, kind of acclimatize into our water first for a little bit.
Because obviously there's going to be a pH difference as well, no doubt.
Oh yeah. So everything's different.
So it's actually a complete headache, really, isn't it?
Just a little bit. Yeah. I mean, damage. Coming back to damage and that, you know, things like bashed scales and things. You know, you could get them out of the bag. A week later, they'll be absolutely fine. But it's when tails are split or fins are damaged.
Well, we were talking about the big chagger earlier, actually, in the pond that had the completely butchered tail. Was it last year?
That was 2 years ago now. Yeah.
It's actually growing back now, anyway, isn't it?
Far off. Yeah, not far off.
So it's not all lost, is it?
No. Just keeping an eye on them. I mean, small fish, it's harder to keep an eye on. Individual.
Well, they zip around anyway in a pond, don't they? So it's.
But then fish like this, especially when the water's warmer, they do heal really, really quickly. So split fins.
You're not worried about.
Not hugely worried about. Obviously, the higher value stuff, yeah, to a certain degree, especially if they're, you know, pre-sold or whatever. The split tail can take months, you know, to heal. And
or a snap peck or whatever, or a dorsal. But
I mean, you probably see it with the bigger fish next door. Is nose rub. Nose rub's can be quite a bad thing.
Yeah, well,
you've got one big fish. And
do they not know they've got to put it across the axle on the plane? No, that's not really good.
Plane, yeah.
And then in the van, and then obviously.
So these ones you don't really get nose rub so much.
Well, they've got plenty of room, and they're only small.
Yeah, they can swim around. Whereas the big stuff, they're in that one position, and you know, one wag of the tail, they can do some damage to their noses, especially.
How many fish you got on this shipment? Can you remember? Do you know?
I could tot it up.
No, I don't need to. I just wondered if you know offhand, because there's quite a lot, isn't there?
I mean, these 3 ponds is 390, 160.
That's 550.
550.
Probably another 100 or so along here, maybe, is there?
Yeah.
Probably 600 fish?
Yeah, 600, 650. Yeah. And then, yeah, like I said, the next shipment is only about 150, 200.
But slightly bigger fish. Okay. Alright.
So yeah, we'll have a break and then we'll get unbagging.